Hello, my name is Patrick Boyd. I teach Japanese politics at Aoyama Gakuin University. In this short video, I will briefly introduce what has been called the biggest puzzle in Japanese politics, the unusual electoral success of Japan's long-ruling political party, the Liberal Democratic Party, or LDP. The LDP's electoral success is mind-boggling. From 1955 to 1993, it maintained a majority in the House of Representatives and thus ruled Japan in one-party governments. Since 1993, it has lost power twice, first from 1993 to 1994, when Japan was ruled by an unstable coalition of 7 small parties, and then again in 2009, when the Democratic Party of Japan roundly defeated the LDP to become the majority party in the House of Representatives. However, after both losses, the LDP came back to power as the largest party in coalition governments. In sum, the LDP has been in power in Japan for 63 of the last 67 years, an incredible run of electoral success. How did the LDP accomplish this feat? Due to major changes in the electoral and party systems that occurred in the mid-1990s, I will divide the analysis into 2 periods. Period 1, 1955 to 1993, and Period 2, 1994 to 2022. With regard to the electoral system during Period 1, some argue that the requirement to field multiple candidates to win the majority of seats in multi-member districts favored the LDP as the largest party in Japan. While the burden of fielding many candidates certainly represents a challenge, it should be noted that this type of electoral system existed in Japan prior to the founding of the LDP, without systematically favoring a single party. A more convincing element of this explanation is malapportionment. As Japan urbanized over the post-war period, electoral districts were not redrawn to accommodate the shifting of the population. This ultimately resulted in depopulated rural districts, which had long favored the LDP, gaining more representation per voter than urban districts. In 1994, Japan changed the House of Representatives electoral system to a mixed system, originally composed of 300 seats elected from single-member districts and 200 seats elected by proportional representation. The party system during this period is characterized by a few features that likely helped the LDP win elections. First, for most of this period, the opposition has continued to be divided into many small parties. This has allowed the LDP to dominate by winning single-member districts against candidates from 2 or more opposition parties, who thus divide the anti-LDP vote. Second, when the opposition has been able to establish some level of unity, it has been short-lived. Even when a large opposition party capable of challenging the LDP has emerged, it has either collapsed before beating the LDP in elections, as occurred in the mid-1990s with the New Frontier Party, or defeated the LDP to take power only to surrender power back in the very next House of Representatives election, as occurred from 2009 to 2012 with the Democratic Party of Japan, which subsequently splintered. Finally, although parties have emerged to the ideological right of the LDP during this period, they have remained small or regionally based and have yet to make effective challenges that have limited the LDP's policy flexibility. The failure of opposition parties to unite and/or to challenge the LDP strongly from the right likely contributed to LDP's success in both the first and second periods. Since I was a college student myself, I've been fascinated by Japanese politics. I hope you will come study it with me here at Aoyama Gakuin University.